right, good day, gents and ladies, and welcome to another episode of RoadFS Detail Memoirs. I'm Jody,
And I'm Rod.
and he's so excited to be here. I'm Rod.
And I'm Rod. So today, as you notice, we don't have a second pane here, but that's because we are trying to get Ed on from Vietnam.
Vietnam car care. So Ed Bews is our guest, and I may have got the times mixed, but we're trying to align, being halfway around the world. But I'm super excited to have him be our guest because he has an amazing story of building a detailing empire that is built on systems, training, and incredible branding in Vietnam. So I wanted to bring him on. So I will make sure that I connect with him and align the schedules. So we may be on in an hour, but if not, we will definitely reschedule. So in the interim, we wanted to talk to you guys about some new things coming on RoadFS Detail Memoirs. First of which, we will be at Mobile Tech Expo in Las Vegas next week. So make sure that you check us out. We will be there Thursday through Saturday. And we're actually going to be driving down there.
That's right. We caravan down there because we can't get enough of each other in the office. So we have to sit next to each other for 9 hours and drive. So yes, MTE Las Vegas is going on. They're not, there's not a ton of restrictions or anything going on down there. So we will be there during the week. We're doing education day. We're doing our regular booth, and then we are going to be live there. So if you haven't had a chance to be on the show, come talk to us live. We'll do a live event there. It's going to be a good time. There's always, a lot of people to see, and we get to get out and be with other humans.
That'll be so cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to seeing you guys there. I also have to give Anthony Brown Jr. a shout out, thedetailerlife.com. You got to check him out. He's got some amazing shirts. I mean, sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, and some hats. And so make sure you go check him out and order some so that you can represent that you are a detailer. And also, Rod and I are very pleased to announce that we have a brand new RoadFS Detail Memoirs series coming up. It's called the Business 101 series. Prentice St. Clair from Detail in Progress is going to be joining us. So as you know, he is an IDA recognized trainer. He is the PNS director of training. He hosts detailing training events all across the country, goes and trains on site. So he is actually going to be joining us for, I think it's a 12-part series.
Right. So it's all focusing on business and not just detailing. These are business tips from, the three of us and from trusted sources of how you start a business, how you run a business, things you should look for. And we want these to be, interactive and have people to ask questions and follow up. We're going to be rolling out that series a piece at a time. And so there's kind of an intro, and then we're just going to hit it every couple of weeks. We're going to put out a new one. And that way you guys get some tips and tricks and things that we've learned and things that people have stumbled on from Prentice and us. And I mean, Prentice has been doing this. I think he's like 147. He's been doing this forever.
He looks like
he looks good for 147,
but you know, it's like great.
Yeah, he's doing. And Prentice is a great guy. He's one of the people that I really respect in business in general, but in the detailing industry, we've worked with him side by side, and so it was kind of a natural thing to do is just talk to him and get his perspective on some of these business topics. How do you set up a business, and what should you do about attorneys, and what should you do about marketing and
compliance, insurance,
and all of the business workings, right? There's so many people that are great detailers, but when it comes to the business, how do you set that up, and how do you stay out of financial trouble, and things like that. And everybody's unique, but these are just some high level tips and tricks and techniques of businesses in general from
guys that have
done it. We've done other businesses. This isn't the first business we've owned, and we're just trying to pass along. That's one of the biggest questions people have is business questions. So we're presenting a series about it.
Yeah, so that is going to be the RoadFS Detail Memoirs Business 101 series. The very first episodes is launching September 16th. So we're about 3 weeks away from that. So we have an incredible lineup for you guys over the next month. We have us at Mobile Tech Expo going live, followed by Justin Labato.
Right. The new man behind Auto Geek.
Yep. The new Auto Geek voice.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I always love having Justin on here. Justin is
a wealth of knowledge.
And you know, if you have never met Justin, he's a great guy. He'll give you advice on anything you want to talk to him about. He's, again, another person that's owned multiple types of businesses. And he's just a great guy. He's soft spoken and very, very knowledgeable and very energetic about helping other people, I would say. You know, I mean, that's the thing is if you're working with Justin and you know, you're doing something wrong, he's not the guy that's going to slap your hand. He's the guy that's going to help correct you and do it that way. So we're trying to get some people on. We've got a full lineup. Our fall is really filling up. If you're somebody that wants to be on the show, you need to get a hold of us because our schedule fills up.
We're
fast.
booked up all the way to October 1st. So we have Justin Labato, William Lara, Prentice St. Clair, and then Logan, a really inspiring young detailer that's going to join us after that. And then can you believe it? Into October.
We're into October. It's spooky time. So, you know, we got to figure out what we're wearing for Halloween costumes. I, of course, will be going as Charlie Brown. I already fit the costume. All I got to do is put on a yellow shirt.
That costume every
you know,
day.
look, you just do this, yellow shirt, stripe, we're there. So anyway, that really looking forward to this series. If there's specific topics on business you'd like to see, send us a comment and we can let you know when that's going to happen and we can address those questions before we even do the show. We can use it as part of our show. So if you have business questions, send them to Jody and I. As I always say, if you don't know how to get a hold of us, you're not really looking. We're here every single week at 10 o'clock. Just send a question. We have email addresses. They're real easy to find. And you can go to roadfs.com and you can send us a request.
Yep. So with that said, we're going to make this a very short episode. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get Ed Bews on later this morning, but I do recognize that it's 11 p.m. in Vietnam and it's 10 a.m. here in Boise, Idaho. So I will check in with him. So we may be going live in an hour, not for sure, but then we will circle back around with him. So
we will for sure get him on. It's a great story about how he's doing, you know, detailing in Vietnam. It's something you guys all should watch because it's such a different environment than what we're in here in the U.S. The other thing there is appreciate everybody that comes on this show weekly and watches us. Really love the support. Please encourage all your friends and family to go out and subscribe. If you have a dog, set up an account and have him subscribe or her subscribe. It's what keeps us going and what keeps us doing this show. So, you know, that's a really simple thing. You know, anybody we've had people ask us, how can we support you guys? How can we help you out? Just get people to subscribe to our YouTube channel and just keep watching the show. That's what keeps us going. And it keeps me from actually doing a real job. So that's what makes me happy. Because if I don't do this, then Jody's going to make me do something else. And I don't want to do that. So
that's right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. We got an incredible lineup coming. So we will check you same time, same bat channel. Definitely
maybe in an hour.
But maybe in an hour. See ya.